Welcome back to my channel. I'm Dominic and I love reviewing airlines. In this video, we'll look into the Turkish Airlines A321 Business Class experience on a flight from Istanbul to Copenhagen. We'll check the business cabin, meal service, and what it's like flying 24 hours after a hair transplant surgery. Let's go! Last time I was in Turkey, I still flew out from the old Atatürk Airport, so I was really excited to finally try out the new Istanbul Airport. And yes, it is just as massive as everyone says. I arrived to Istanbul with my sister 2 days prior for a hair procedure. My hairline's given up so much ground, Heathrow could expand on my forehead. So it was time for Turkey, and 24 hours after the procedure, I'm already at the airport. I was curious to see if it would be weird flying like this. And the answer is not at all. But back to the trip. We headed directly to section L, which is strictly a business class check-in. Buying business class tickets up front is always too expensive. So first step is to secure economy and start looking for strategies how to upgrade. For this flight, Turkish had a promotional fare of 300 euros per person, which however did not include the lounge. We snatched the 1A and 1B seats, went through fast track and could enjoy some time plane spotting before priority boarding. The intense red of Turkish Airlines always stands out so well against the landscape, which around this airport looks quite deserty. It nearly felt like we are on Mars. And it's always special to see liveries that one normally doesn't see in Europe. But at this point our A321neo arrived. We flew a very new aircraft, which was only 6 months old. Let's look at the seat map. On A321s, Turkish has a separate business class section with 2x2 seats, and for the rest of the cabin, it's your typical 3x3 configuration. But let's just get back to the front section. The seats looked so neat, wide and comfortable, with lots of leg space. My take on pre-departure drinks is always, you don't know you need one until you have one. They're so refreshing.
Release it as shown. Before the flight, extension and loop belts are given out by the cabin crew.
And it's time for the cabin service. I was all about Turkish coffee, which I couldn't have earlier because of the hair procedure. We actually got the menu right after boarding, which was good because you have enough time to go through it. The starter was cold veggies, which was okay, and we got fresh bread too. For the main meal, I chose grilled salmon, which was very tasty and soft. But even tastier and softer was this amazing chocolate truffle. Their homemade lemonade is also very refreshing. Okay, now that we all had dessert, let's look at the violence on my head. Honestly, all went well and there was no pain. And of course, to make sure it heals and grows well, everyone knows you have to bless it in a Turkish Airlines Business Class lavatory. I want to compliment Turkish for having the best smelling lavatory, probably thanks to these amenities here. And a nice big sink where you can actually wash your hands comfortably. Oh, and a full-size mirror. Wi-Fi was free of charge in business and it was good enough for checking your social media. Now, when it comes to the seats, you have your recline buttons, a remote device, a small storage area, charging plugs, and of course, you get a headset as well. When it comes to entertainment, the only one I really care about is the map, which you can set up either on the remote device or on the monitor in front of you. The remote is touchscreen and really easy to navigate. After the meal, I could finally have my Turkish coffee, which was excellent. And then I wanted to give myself a bit of relaxed time. When I fly, I'm always non-stop observing, recording, as this is such a passion and interest of mine. But I wanted to chill and watch something, so let's look at the selection. But you know what? I actually just laid back and watched the clouds. So how do I rate business class on Turkish? In conclusion, this was such a smooth and chill flight. The service was seamless and attentive. The meals were delicious. Because of the hair situation, I knew I wanted to make this flight a bit special. When I checked for upgrade in their app, Turkish indicated upgrade was only possible with points. However, a few days before the flight, they did display a promo fare to upgrade. The price in the app was exactly the same price that I ended up paying at the check-in counter, which again was 300 euros per person. So I'd recommend to follow the price in their app, and you can decide if it is worth upgrading for you. Landing in Copenhagen is always stunning. This below is the famous Öresund Bridge between Copenhagen and Malmö in Sweden. If you would like to see more airline reviews or hairline reviews, then certainly subscribe, give this video a like, I would really appreciate that. Thanks for watching, see you at the next one.